Okay, so the first thing you're always going to do is start by putting your name and class code on your paper and circling it in your table color with the colored pencils at your table. It's really important to make sure you have your table color on there so we can do a quick pass out later. Next thing we're going to do is go on to our horizon line. The horizon line is where the earth hits the sky, and I'm going to make my horizon line kind of wavy to give the appearance of hills. We're then going to section off our land in the foreground, the land that's in front, into some different sections to make it able to have different color mixed areas. So once I have roughly given myself about 10 different areas, I'm ready to start painting. Okay, so we're going to start with the sky. Remember, when you want to switch colors, these colors are for everyone at your table, so make sure that you rinse and blot every time you want to switch your color, and you mix on your own plate. Don't mix in the egg carton, mix on your own plate. Alright, so I'm going to start with some blue for the sky. You can do any color you want. If you would like to have it a red sky, teal sky, that is completely up to you. And remember, our artist for today was not creating realistic landscapes, so again, if you want to do something that does not look quite realistic, that is perfectly fine. I decided I wanted my sky to be two-toned, so I'm adding a little bit of purple. Remember, blue plus red is purple. If you need help remembering what colors create what, feel free to look at the color wheels that I have at your table. Now, I don't want it to look like my sky is sectioned off into two different colors, so I'm actually going to make sure I'm blending those colors. So I'll take a little bit of that blue that I used before, kind of go over my purple so that my sky looks more blended. Water can help with that too. However, we don't want our papers to get too wet. We want this paint to be sort of thick and our papers not to be sopping wet. Alright, now I'm able to move on to the foreground of my paper, and I'm thinking I'm going to do a variety of colors. I think I'm going to start with some green, so blue plus yellow. Maybe add a little bit of white to lighten it up as a tint. It is up to you. Gonna mix up some orange with some red and yellow. If you'd like to do all shades of green, you can. If you'd like to do a variety of colors, remember, this does not have to look realistic. I kind of like going for the multiple color look. Going right up to my horizon line, filling in all of my spaces. If you notice that your paint is looking a little thin, remember you might want to thicken it up so that your paper doesn't appear to be watercolored. So now I'm just finishing up my foreground with a few more colors. Remember, when you are done with your painting, or if it's time to clean up and you are not done, you're going to be putting your painting on the drying rack, starting from the bottom and not skipping any rows, going towards the top. So we should have the whole bottom part of the drying rack filled. This is probably about as far as you'll get today. If you don't get this far, don't worry, we'll have plenty of time to paint next time as well. And I cannot wait to see your amazing masterpieces. All right, good luck. Don't forget that name and class code.